Not that you would hear. I defy you to count them out. But this particular gentleman's going to talk to me now. It's Tom Landa, who's a little bit of Mexican, a little bit of Canadian, and probably most Irish. He claims that. Jeffrey's here as well. Hello, Jeffrey.
How are you, George?
Sam's here. Brad's here. Hi, guys. And this beautiful young lady, Calissa. How you doing, Calissa?
I'm great. How are you?
That's good. What's it like playing with a bunch of Paperboys?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Keep me going. I got a lot of caffeine in me to be able to keep up with these guys. That's why,
Because you did say you're a bit jaded, Tom, aren't you? You've been turning around all over the place.
Yeah, we just, prior to this, we were over in Germany doing a few shows, then we flew over here to do, we were just outside of Dublin in Knoll the other night at the Seamus Ennis Centre, and we played in Rathfarnham last night, and here we are in Belfast today to do the Canada Day celebrations.
Yeah. All Canadians here?
No.
Except for Sam. Sam is American.
Well, that's his fault.
He's honorary Canadian, though.
We'll play the track for him then, from memory. But happy Canada Day to all the rest of you.
Thanks.
This is like a second home for you, isn't it, Tom? You love coming
Yeah,
out.
well, we've been here quite a bit, thanks to Andy, our main man here, who arranges everything for us. And so this is probably about 6th or 7th time coming to the Ulster area, and it's yeah, we really do feel at home. We have a little farmhouse that we stay at. It's like the 2nd or 3rd time we stay there, and we're quite comfortable there now.
Thinking of staying here, are you?
Maybe, yeah. If we could only improve the weather a little bit, it'd be brilliant.
I saw Jeff. Oh, here, hold on a second. See this last month.
No, it's been beautiful. It really
We've
has.
been warmer than anywhere in Europe. I think this is the first rain we've seen in about a month's time, and it happened last night. But it's gone already. Look, we fixed it for you. By the way, Jeffrey's smiling there. He'd love to stay here, wouldn't you, Jeffrey?
I would. I'm thinking about becoming a pig farmer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, on the farm we stay at, they raise pigs there, and we got a tour of it the other day, and Sam and I especially love the idea of taking up the vocation.
Well, you see, what they say, where there's muck, there's brass, lad. That's
right.
an old term, and there's plenty of muck with pigs, I'll tell you. You know, I was saying in the introduction about the band coming on later on, you know, the Celtic folk, the bluegrass, the Mexican, Eastern European, African, Zydeco, soul and country. I mean, you guys must have a ball when you go into the studio. Right, what are we going to play now? Does it work that way, or do you try to fuse them all together?
I think some things are sort of well thought of ahead, and as with the intent of melding these styles together, and sometimes it just sort of comes out that way. I guess it depends on the track and the instrumentation, but we're fortunate enough on the last record we worked with a producer who's well versed in all these different styles, so he was able to kind of help us gel it all together and make it sound cohesive and make it sound like it all comes from the same place as opposed to sounding like 6 or 7 different bands on one CD.
But you can't pick out the different countries with it. Even on that track, American, I mean, it's got everything on it. It's got a bit of Cajun.
Well, the 2 trumpets make it sound very Mexican, I suppose.
Well, you had to have that, of course, because you're dad, of course. But the name, please explain the name of the album, Cali Thump.
Cali Thump is an old English word meaning sort of like a big noise. Like, it's like basically like a street parade, you know, a bunch of people banging on tin cans and drums and sort of noisemakers, and they're also the kind of bands that would go and disrupt sort of parliament meetings and that sort of thing.
What?
So,
never?
Yeah.
They wouldn't do that here, would they? Absolutely. Cali Thump is a great name. When you travel around the world, as you do, where's your most comfortable place to play that accept you, the type of potpourri of music you do?
I think we're only 3 hours south of north of Seattle, and we end up playing in Seattle and Washington State quite a bit. And I would say that's probably where we have the biggest draw of people come to our shows, and where we play most often and most well received. So I
would you be more of a big festival band there as opposed to
we play festivals there and
here?
Clubs and theaters and outdoor shows. Like I said, we play the most out of anywhere we play. So I would say there. Although we come over here so much now, both in Germany and Switzerland and Denmark and up here to Ireland and England as well. So
it's amazing that you've said there, you know, Germany, Switzerland and Denmark, and none of the 3 have any influences on your music at all. Really.
Well,
not unless Sam or Brad maybe got a big alpine horn. Not a vivasula, no, please, you can't one of those.
Well, it's funny because I think sort of Germans, because I think they don't really like their folk music as much as other folk. They really glam on to other styles. So, for example, Irish music is really big.
Well, I think once you've heard one German folk song, they're all the same. Sorry, with no detriment to the German people out there listening. Tonight you're going to be in the Black Box. The Angelours, they're celebrating Canada Day, and I'm going to offer a couple of tickets in a moment. I hope you've been listening to this wee interview and listening carefully, because I'm going to ask you a question in a moment after the guys play. Sorry, guys and gals play. What is it you're going to play this time?
We'll play you some tunes. tunes to feature Calissa and Jeffrey here. And
would these be Celtic? Would they be?
What is the second tune? Is well, the first tune is what's it called? It's written by a Canadian, Donnell Leahy. What's it called?
Oh, the first tune.
Yeah. It's
I
called
don't know.
I don't know.
She's jaded. She's
However,
tired.
the second tune is called Paddy's Trip to Scotland.
Now, I wonder where I've heard that.
Yeah.
That's combined in Ireland and Scotland in one tune. That's what these guys are like. Paddy's Trip to Scotland. Okay, let's hear the whole thing. 2 or 3 tunes together from a wonderful, well, part of the Paperboys, while Sam and Brad look at it. Here we go.